everyone, and welcome back to Active News. I'm Isabella Galbraith.
And I'm Clara Pierce. This week, we are dressed patriotically in red,
White,
and blue. The November 2020 presidential election is fast approaching, and while we may not be old enough to vote, it's important for you to stay informed. Now let's head over to Isabella for more.
Please welcome Vice President Joe Biden and Senator Kamala Harris.
As you may have heard by now, Democratic presidential candidate Joe Biden announced Senator Kamala Harris will be his running mate for the 2020 election in November. Kamala Harris is the first woman of color on a major presidential party ticket, and if Joe Biden is elected, she will become the first female vice president of the United States. Today, we want to take a road trip through Senator Kamala Harris's life and take a look at the steps that got her to this historic point. For our first stop, let's go way back to 1964, where Kamala Harris was born in Oakland, California. She is mixed race. Her father was from Jamaica, and her mother was of Indian descent. Kamala Harris was raised primarily by her mother in Berkeley, California. Now, let's move ahead a few decades. She studied political science at Howard University, a historically black college, and then got a law degree from Hastings College. Flash forward a few years, and Kamala Harris became the district attorney for Oakland, then San Francisco, and then the Attorney General of California. Later in 2016, she became a California senator, one of only 2 African American women that have served as a U.S. senator. As a senator, Kamala Harris is best known for being a fighter and not shying away from important issues. Then, in 2019, she announced her candidacy for President of the United States. Although she made a bold appearance at the Democratic debates, she eventually dropped out of the race and endorsed Joe Biden. Which brings us to our most recent stop in her life, as the vice presidential candidate for the Democratic Party. Let's now take a look at Harris's first speech as a vice presidential candidate.
My mother taught me that service to others gives life purpose and meaning. And oh, how I wish she were here tonight, but I know she's looking down on me from above. I keep thinking about that 25-year-old Indian woman, all of 5 feet tall, who gave birth to me at Kaiser Hospital in Oakland, California. On that day, she probably could have never imagined that I would be standing before you now and speaking these words. I accept your nomination for Vice President of the United States of America.
Wow, she certainly has had quite an active political career.
Indeed. In November, Democrats Joe Biden and Kamala Harris will face off against incumbent President Donald Trump and Vice President Mike Pence. Will Kamala Harris become the first black woman vice president? We will have to wait until November to see.
Although you may not be old enough to vote yet, please encourage anyone in your life that is 18 or older to go out and vote in November. No matter what their political views are, voting is a right and a privilege. Go out and vote.
Whoa, what was that?
Felt like an earthquake to me. If you live on a fault line like I do in Los Angeles, perhaps you've felt an earthquake before. Tectonic plates under Earth's surface are always moving slowly, but when they slip and release energy, an earthquake occurs. The scariest thing about earthquakes, unlike hurricanes, is that you can't see them coming. Until now.
Wait. If earthquakes happen because of movement underground, how can we see them coming?
Don't be shaken up, Isabella. Let me tell you. Starting in mid-August, all Google Android phones are able to detect earthquakes seconds before they occur to give people a warning. Let's now learn more about how these phones are detecting earthquakes from the lead software engineer at Google, Mark Stigaitis.
Now, as an earthquake starts to propagate, the phones that are closest to the epicenter, they feel shaking and send a signal to the Google Earthquake Detection Server along with a coarse location of where shaking is happening. We then aggregate data from many phones to determine if an earthquake is happening and how big it is.
People expected to experience strong shaking would hear a loud dinging and see a full-screen warning to drop, cover, and hold on. Those further away would get a smaller notification designed not to stir them from their sleep.
Wow, that is pretty incredible. Phones can do that.
Seriously, this new technology has the potential to save people's lives. And remember, if you ever hear this sound coming from your phone, drop, cover, and hold.
Speaking of new technology, a Los Angeles-based company, Portal, has created a new device that lets users talk in real time to a life-sized hologram of another person. A hologram is a 3D image formed using light beams that reflect a real, physical object. Perhaps you've seen holograms in movies, such as in the original Star Wars movie, A New Hope, released in 1976.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Well now, not only can Princess Leia from Star Wars be a hologram, but you can too. Let's now hear from the founder of Portal to see how this new technology works.
You could stand opposite your loved ones and look at them in their eyes in their real human-sized form.
The device made by Portal lets users talk in real time with a life-sized hologram of another person. Here's how it works. Each Portal device is 7 feet tall, 5 feet wide, and 2 feet deep. It can be plugged into a standard wall outlet. Anyone with a camera and a white background can send a hologram to the machine in what CEO David Nussbaum calls holoportation.
Not only can you see holograms of your friends and family, but Portal's technology allows you to interact with recorded holograms of historical figures, celebrities, and even relatives who have passed away.
Hold up. So you're saying that not only could I myself be a hologram, but I could also see famous people from the past?
That's right. Although these hologram machines start at $60,000, so you better start saving up.
On a more serious note, on August 4th, 2020, there was a massive port explosion in Beirut, Lebanon. Let's now take a look at live footage of the explosion itself and the aftermath of it. This devastating explosion killed 163 people, wounded some 6,000, and left around 300,000 people without a place to live. The explosion happened when 2,750 tons of ammonium nitrate blew up. These chemicals had been left at the port, just sitting there, for 7 years.
But why were the chemicals just left there at the port?
That's a great question, Isabella. Many blame the Lebanese government for the explosion and say it was avoidable. Now let's dig deeper into what has happened since the explosion. Many members of the government have resigned since the explosion, including Lebanon's Prime Minister, Hassan Diab. Although this was an important step to hold those responsible for the explosion accountable, it has done little to heal those affected by the explosion.
People can't afford to go to private hospitals. They can't afford to pay for basic services like electricity and water. And it's absolutely vital that they receive assistance across all of those specific areas.
Since the explosion, many countries and individuals have rallied together to come to Beirut's aid. For example, Iran has offered to help treat people injured in the blast, Turkey has stated that they will help rebuild Beirut's port, and U.S. singer The Weeknd has donated $300,000 to a Lebanon relief fund. As the world reaches out to help, the question remains, will Lebanon's government take this as an opportunity to change?
This explosion has been very challenging for the people of Lebanon, but let's switch over to take a look at a young boy from Nigeria who is using his power to shine bright through his love for ballet. 11-year-old Anthony Masoma Madu may look like a regular kid, but he has captivated millions across the world with his ballet skills. Clara, have you seen his viral video?
Well, I've heard of him, but I don't think I've seen the video.
Let's check it out. If you haven't already seen it, This video of Anthony dancing barefoot in the rain outside of his studio went viral last month, being viewed over 15 million times. Let's now hear from Anthony himself.
Ballet is my life and I practice everywhere. And when I'm dancing, I feel as if I'm on top of the world. And anytime my mom sends me an errand, I dance ballet before I go to that place. And it makes me feel very, very happy. I so much love ballet.
Anthony's love of ballet comes from the opportunity to learn from his dance teacher. Interestingly enough, the founder of Anthony's dance studio in Nigeria, the Leap of Faith Academy, did not receive professional training in ballet, but was self-taught by using Google and YouTube. Due to all the recent attention, both the Leap of Faith Academy and Anthony himself have been given generous donations. This will help fund the academy, which is free to children that cannot afford ballet lessons, and help spread this dance form in Nigeria, where it is not widely accepted. And for Anthony, well, he's received a scholarship to attend the Elite American Ballet Theater in 2021.
And when my friends see me dancing, they feel like, what is this boy doing? Is he doing a foreign dance? Instead of he should be doing a Nigerian dance, he's doing a foreign dance. And now I've won a grand prize to go to the US in the year 2021. And I'm very, very happy about that. I'll be in the plane, and this is what I'm waiting for. And ballet has done it for me.
Wow, I really admire Anthony for following his passion for ballet and for being able to break gender and cultural barriers.
Me too. This inspires my passion for helping animals. Clara, what is something you're passionate about?
Well, I think it would be drama. But enough about us. Active News subscribers, we want to know what you are passionate about.
Log on to the Get Active blog at www.actv-news.com/blog to share your passion.
And take a page from Anthony's book. No matter if your passion is ballet, helping animals, or drama, don't let anyone ever stop you from doing what you love. For now, that's all from Active News. I'm Clara Pierce.
And I'm Isabella Galbraith, reminding you to stay informed and get active.